Hi Year 9, welcome to this final week of learning before half term begins. Today we're going to look at the theme of loyalty in the novel. So let's get started with loyalty as a problem. So, is it possible that all of the carnage in Stevenson's Dr. Jekyll and Hyde is tied to something as seemingly innocuous as loyalty? We'll see in this lesson that the characters' refusal to seek help from authorities or to speak to one another about their troubled situation causes disaster in the novel. The staunch loyalty that the characters show to each other, while admirable, ultimately causes the novel's central problem to run out of control before it can even be stopped. Okay. So now let's look at Victorian society. So Stevenson populates the novel with white-collar professionals. In fact, there are very few people in the novel who aren't part of the upper crust of society. Jekyll and Lanyon are doctors, and Utterson and Enfield are lawyers. This means that the characters are part of Victorian polite society. It seems that this group is particularly insular, meaning that they keep their problems in-house and do not seek help from the outside. This turns out to be a huge problem. So that term, Victorian polite society, is pretty important, so definitely get that down. All right, now let's move on to loyalty in the novel. So the first problem is that Jekyll refuses to speak openly about his troubles. He wants to satisfy his desires with anonymity, which suggests that he cannot discuss his personal wants with his professional friends. When Lanyon visits Jekyll, the latter finally opens up about his struggles with Hyde. But rather than telling others, including the authorities, Lanyon recalls his experience in a letter that he gives to Utterson. Lanyon instructs Utterson that the letter cannot be opened until Jekyll's death or disappearance. Therefore, Utterson does not know about the contents, which include a narrative of Jekyll's transformation, until after he discovers Hyde's dead body. Two characters are loyal here. Lanyon is loyal to Jekyll, and Utterson is loyal to Lanyon. If the characters had discussed the situation openly, there is a chance that they could have saved Jekyll. Finally, we should look at Utterson's refusal to hire professionals to look into the case. Utterson and Enfield are lawyers. They are neither policemen nor detectives, yet they take it upon themselves to solve the mystery. Even after the death of Sir Danvers Carew, by caning, it seems that they are so loyal to Jekyll that they wish not to spread his issues publicly. While that was gracious of them, had they gone to the police immediately with their information, they might have been able to stop the carnage. So, in summary, Stevenson's book features a group of professional men who are part of Victorian high society. These men maintain an insular group, meaning that they solve their problems on their own, without the aid of authorities. In some sense, this insularity triggers the novel's horror. Jekyll refuses to tell his friends directly about his problems, and Utterson refuses to take the case to the police. In the end, Hyde overcomes Jekyll. Could this all have been prevented were it not for loyalty? Alright, so that's all we're going to do today. Just that theme on loyalty. If you get time, what I would like you to do is find some quotes in the text, which is under resources, and find some quotes about loyalty. If you then write those down under your notes or however you want to do it, and then upload them to Teams, that would be great. So that's an extension task for you. Okay, have a good day.